Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So this first message, welcome to the channel. I'm Whitney Moon. Take what resonates, see what doesn't. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry. It will with somebody, and maybe another reading will resonate. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But only take what resonates because sometimes it can get very confusing up and okay. If you want a personal reading, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. Okay, we got lots of spaces available. So if you want to check that out, do so. Always remember, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, discard that shit. All right, here we go. So I was told this first message is just one guided from spirit. So I'm not sure what is going to be said. Whoa, it's already coming out. We got creepy synchronicities. And the girl with the ghost beside her. Okay, so somebody or you could be getting a lot of synchronicities. But the thing is, it's not creepy in a bad way. It's like, wow, that's creepy. You know, it's like you say somebody's name in your head and then suddenly you see a sign with their name and you go, well, that's creepy. That's the kind of creepiness I'm talking about. Okay, it's not a bad creepy. It's like okay, that's really weird. Krampus in reverse. It almost seems like somebody that doesn't quite know what they want. Okay. They don't know possibly if they want to give up their family. That seemed to be the right word. Cemetery gates with Bagul. So Bagul is the keeper of all abused children. Okay. Cemetery gates. It's like, I think the channeled message is going to be somebody is getting synchronicities that they are going to die and they are not taking it seriously. So this is not you. Somebody doesn't want to give up their family even though they don't like their family. It's not the family they asked for, but they won't give it up. Okay, so for whatever reason you have to get this message, I'm not quite sure, but they have in some way abused children. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be their own children. They could have been a teacher, right? Looked the other way, didn't do their job when they were supposed to. I'm not quite sure, but they are hitting the cemetery gates, which means that it's not anybody that comes in and takes them away. It's they've reached their own luck now. And just to make sure, we need an indicator card. That's a big yes. Okay. So somebody is definitely like they're getting okay, so that means they're getting creepy synchronicities that they're gonna die. They're getting like I think they're getting flashes like deja vu, like whoa, you know, I just saw somebody about to just walk right out in front of traffic and somebody's with them kind of goes like, hey, like, you know, snap into it, and they're like, whoa, what the, I just saw that today, I saw myself getting hit, what the, you know. So they are very emotional as fuck with retaliation, okay, and 3 billboards. Was getting some nice light. I think it's back here. Yeah. Okay. So it's almost like spirit is retaliating because there hasn't been any justice with this person. So this is a person that has done something around you, and there hasn't been justice. Like justice hasn't found them, or they just, you know, hasn't come around to their turn. They slipped under the fence, you know, and like now they're gonna die. Social media. I don't know. His 3 billboards is about her posting. right? 3 billboards in Ebbing, Missouri. She's posting about what happened to her daughter and why has nobody been arrested? Why has nothing been done yet? Like, what the hell have you been doing, chief of police? Okay. And then with this retaliation SOA, Sons of Anarchy, when they go to the police, okay, they'll go to the police and they'll be like, here's a tip. You got to shut this down. And then when the police don't do it, they go and do it and go like, man, we gave you the opportunity to shut this down. We gave you the opportunity to do the right thing. We gave you the opportunity, but you didn't want to do the right thing. You just wanted to continue to live this lie, right? And hide. And something about them cannot be hidden anymore. No matter how hard they try, and they're scared. They are scared. They're scared they're going to die. They're scared their family's going to get taken away from them, even though they don't even like them. Right? It's like, which is really weird. All right. Anything else? Kiss the girls. I just got The Little Mermaid, which has never happened. Kiss the girl. Is that what it is? Yeah. Ew. 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 I mean, Casanova in that movie is super creepy. But kiss the girl? Hear what I'm saying? Kiss the girl? Who the fuck's been kissing little girls? Ooh. Melting with Lawless. So I almost feel like this person has been frozen somewhere. Okay. And the law, it slipped away. Didn't catch this person. Justice didn't catch this person. And that's what sucks about Justice is, she's blind. So how much you really think that she can do? It has to be brought to her. Then she's got to weigh it both out, and she can't necessarily see it. It has to be explained, right? She has to understand what's going on, not just see it, because when you see something, okay, your mind can fucking manipulate anything. You can tell yourself anything in any situation to either make yourself feel better, make yourself feel like shit, make yourself hear the truth for once. Okay, like you can hear everything, like regardless if you think you can or not. All right, it's a superpower. We all have them. It's just whether or not you listen to it, really, right? But we all have it. I just looked at yes, like we all have superpowers, all of us. Okay, it doesn't evade. It doesn't miss anybody. Okay. And I think they're really scared that they didn't get caught. It's like life on the run. Like eventually they knew it was going to come. They just, didn't know when. Now I'm getting that next 3 days. The guy who keeps breaking out of prison, and then he says, you have to get comfortable with running. You have to get comfortable with hiding. And it's because it's exhausting. It's exhausting to hide. It's exhausting to try to hide from the truth. It's exhausting to try to hide yourself. Okay, it's exhausting to run from the law. Like, I mean, it really is. And if this person's been kind of frozen, they've been that if they're frozen somewhere, it means that they've been put up somewhere, right? And they're probably old. I mean, or they wouldn't have been able to be frozen. Like, you can't be working every day and living your life being frozen, right? So obviously this person has been suspended in time, almost like the hangman. Okay, suspended in time in something, and they evaded the law, and they did something to a little girl or a little boy. Okay, and now it's like, oh, whoa, we have the prophecy card. So that makes me feel like this is definitely going to happen. They have seen visions of their death. I think this person knows how they're going to die. And I see a car accident. I just saw one. It's like somebody doesn't see a stop sign. They're in back country in the back roads. They're doing, a buck or, 80, something like that. They're just flying and they just go straight through a stop sign. I just hit the billboards, and then I looked at the question, why? Like, why didn't you look? Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you see? Right? It's the perfect opportunity. You know when spirit. Okay, so there are a couple of very tricky demons out there, okay, that I have personally seen in action. There is this one demon, okay, that likes to trip people. Okay. And this very famous magician back in the day, I think the 1800s. My sister is fascinated by him. I forget his name. I don't like magicians. Neither does she, but she's fascinated at what he was able to do with his mind. And he knew that he was, I'm pretty sure he knew he was working with a demon, or I don't know if he knows he was working with a demon or not, but he used to trip people. And he would walk with his friends and go, "Hey, watch this," and then trip people. Very dangerous. Okay, very, very dangerous to play with that game. When I was at a mall once, I watched a lady get pushed. My sister physically saw her get pushed by nothing. I turned and saw her going down. Okay. And she looked behind her. She knew she got pushed, and there was nobody there. There was nobody around her. I mean, in a mall full of people, there was nobody around her. We were going up an escalator. So we had perfect vision looking down, where most people would have been on the ground, may not have seen it. They maybe would have, may have looked like she tripped. But because we were going up, and the way I turned and looked, she was flying through the air. That wasn't a trip. People who tend to trip just go down. She flew. Okay, I saw her in motion, not just going down. Okay, which is what a trip would be. So there are demons out there. Okay, and I know the demon that hides things. Okay, there's a lot of demons that you'll have something right in front of you and you can't see it. You're like, "Oh my god, where's that deck of cards?" And you're like, "Oh my god, it's right in front of me. Didn't even see it." Right? Honestly, that demon who hides things in that split second. Okay, and I've gone through a red light before. I've gone through a stop sign. I believe 2 stop signs, 1 red light. Both times completely distracted. Doing something I should not have been doing, like changing the CD, changing the song, doing something, fucking looking down at my phone. Then when I went through the red light, it was the middle of the night. Thank God there was nobody around. When I went through that stop sign, it was in the middle of this suburb and it was like midday. So thank God nobody around. I mean, I could have fucking hit somebody, like just crossing the street. Okay. And I feel like I was protected. You have these little moments where you can mess up because you're human and you didn't, it's just divine timing. Like, "Listen, honey, we got your back. We know you're distracted today. You're going to go right through the stop sign. And as long as everything goes according to plan, you're going to be fine." It's already been lined up that nobody is going to be around when you do it. So that's why I feel like, why is this person getting so creeped out by what they're seeing? Right? It means that they know they're not protected. Right? Or they wouldn't be worried about it. They wouldn't be worried about death. Okay, there was this death curse on my sister a couple of years ago, and the way that she was making money was driving around delivering food, doing Uber. And she was like, "I can't drive. I can't drive." And at the time, I was working. I'm not sure what I was doing, but I was working. And then I think I quit, and I started driving her around full time, so then she could get her deliveries done, because then she would get out, she would go pick up the food, come back into the car. I would just sit in the car, leave it running. And it was the middle of winter, so it was like minus 300 degrees. So it meant that somebody was in the car, and I just took the heat. We never got into an accident. We ended up drifting on black ice, I can remember, for a split second, and we were headed right towards this Asian couple that was just sitting in their SUV going, "Oh my god, oh my god." And we were just like, we're coming, there's nothing we can do. But we were going so slow. I remember, man, she was only going like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers an hour, because we knew the ice was out. We were just crossing the intersection. We were going so slow. So thank gosh that once one wheel hit concrete, we stopped and got back on the road, and not about, and like, you should have saw these people's face. Like, sometimes you're so divinely protected, right? But she wasn't. She knew she wasn't. So I took the wheel. right? When you know, okay, if you're all of a sudden, if you're going somewhere, like yesterday, I mean, we had to do some running around, and I was like, do you want me to drive? And she was like, yeah, you need to drive. I knew something was off with her, and I'm like, and usually she will help drive the car with me. Right? There's never just one driver in our car. There's always both of us driving. Whether I'm usually always navigating because she usually wants to drive and I'm always navigating, but I'm always watching because I navigate, I'm watching. I'm always watching, right? So I'm her second set of eyes. So then if she doesn't see something, she usually doesn't see speed, the kilometer signs. She usually doesn't see those. I'll be like, yo, it's 60. And she'll be still going 80. She has no idea she passed that sign, right? So I catch a lot of those signs for her, right? But I mean, why, like, again, why is somebody getting so creeped out about it, right? Because if you get creeped out about it, then you try to do as much as you can to avoid it, but maybe because this person doesn't believe in anything. I mean, if they treated their kids like shit, if they did something, then they don't believe in the universe. They don't really believe in signals. Then they're very emotional, which means they're just going to be, maybe that's what's going to get them, is they're going to be super emotional, and they're not, that's how they're not going to see something. They're going to be crying, right, over something that they shouldn't even be crying over. Clearly they are the perpetrator, okay, they are the pedophile, okay. So of course they're going to get overly emotional about things, right? Because that's kind of what hides people, like you see, it looks like a nice woman, looks like somebody you can talk to, and you think, how the fuck can that person be a pedophile? There's no way. They're just a regular person. They smile, they laugh every day. So do pedophiles. Doesn't matter if they're female, if they're male, they're attractive, if they're ugly. I mean, God, most offenders are attractive. It's the devil in their skin, man, I tell you. So, anyways, let's end it at that. If you want to take this further with a personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. If not, just enjoy the reading. It's all good. And yeah, take care. Have a really great day. Namaste. And thanks for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all your comments, your wonderful things, your emails, everything. Peace out. Bye, guys. Take care.